Before we begin, I invite you to gently close your ears and focus on what remains when all external sounds fade away. It's like sitting in a quiet room, and after a while, you notice a subtle ringing or hum beneath the silence. If you listen closely, you'll start to experience this soft, constant presence, something that feels like the very fabric of reality itself. In quantum physics, it's said that everything is connected at the most fundamental level, and that everything we see is just a manifestation of deeper, unseen energy. What you are hearing, or rather feeling, is that same energy, that same field of potential. This subtle ringing is what we call the sound of silence. It's not just an abstract concept or some external force. It's the very essence of you. Everything we discuss in this session and the ones to come will be about this sound of silence. It is not something separate or different from you. It is you. This exploration is about realizing that the sound of silence is your own inner being, your most fundamental nature, the stillness from which all life arises. You are that, the very presence behind everything. Santa leans back in his chair, his jolly face beaming as he begins to explain. The purpose of life, my dear friends, is a question that has been on many minds, especially when times are tough. You see, when everything is going smoothly, we rarely think about such things. On a honeymoon or during a happy moment, no one wonders about the meaning of life. But when life gets challenging, yes, that's when all these questions start swirling in our heads. When we're faced with hardships, financial troubles, health concerns, relationship problems, that's when we begin to ponder, what is the purpose of my life? There are two ways to approach this, and they're as different as night and day. One way is to live constantly thinking about everything without pause, letting your mind race endlessly. It's like you're living just to think, always worrying about what's next, what went wrong, or comparing yourself to others. This constant stream of thoughts, my friends, is not what life should be about. Imagine sitting around all day thinking, why did this happen to me? Why did that person do this or that? Comparing your life to others, feeling jealous or upset, wondering why your circumstances aren't as good as someone else's, that's living for thinking. And it can be exhausting. Now, let me tell you about the other way. Thinking for living peacefully. This is where you use your mind to bring yourself calmness, not endless worry. It's not about stopping your thoughts. No, you need to think, but think in the right way. Spirituality, my dear friends, isn't about silencing your thoughts or ignoring your problems. It's about thinking correctly, thinking in a way that brings peace. Yes, peace, that wonderful feeling we all seek. But how do we achieve it? First, you must ask yourself, what is the purpose of my life? Should you live just to keep thinking, worrying, and stressing all day long? Or should you aim for something greater? Peace. Think about it. The purpose of life is not to sit and constantly question why things are the way they are. It's not about wondering why someone else has something you don't, or why your situation is the way it is. That, my friends, is a path to worry, not peace. Worrying about why your mother or father behaves a certain way, why your spouse doesn't change, why life seems unfair, it's all a waste of energy. Financial problems, tough studies, job stress, it's all just noise if you let it be. Worry, you see, is one of the options in life, but it's not a good one. The other option is to think for living peacefully. If you want peace in your life, you have to work for it. Whether it's at your job or in another area of your life, you must face your problems head on. You can't just run away from them or quit your job and expect peace to follow. No. Running from your problems only makes them bigger. Peace, true peace, comes from facing your challenges and thinking about them in a calm, constructive way. Santa adjusts his belt and sits up straighter, his eyes twinkling. Now don't get confused between worry and contemplation. Worry is when your mind runs wild, thinking about things that might never happen. It's asking, why did I get sick? Why did this happen to me? Did I do something wrong to deserve this? Worry is useless. It doesn't solve anything. But contemplation, that's different. Contemplation is thinking with purpose, thinking about how to solve your problems, how to find peace. You might wonder, why did this happen to me? But instead of dwelling on it, you ask yourself, what can I do to make things better? That's the difference, my friends. Worrying about the past or the future doesn't help. Contemplating how to improve your life, that's what leads to peace. And peace, true peace, is the ultimate goal. Santa nods thoughtfully, stroking his beard. Now let me tell you something about worry. It's like a sneaky little creature that creeps into your mind and fills it with all sorts of nonsense. You might start thinking, what if this happens? What if that goes wrong? Your parents might be on a trip, and you start worrying, what if they get into an accident? But what good does that worry do? They might come back safe and sound, and all your worrying would have been for nothing. Or worse, they could come back and you'd still be worrying about something else. It's a never-ending cycle if you let it be. Worry is like a waste of time, really. It takes away from your peace, your joy, your ability to enjoy the moment. So what should you do instead? Accept things as they are. The world is what it is. Just like the cat chases the mouse, some things are beyond our control. Worrying about them doesn't change anything. Santa chuckles softly. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Santa, my health isn't good. I've got all these problems. I'm not happy with my body. Oh, my dear friends, I hear you. But worrying about it won't make your health better. Instead, think about what you can do. Maybe you need to exercise more, eat healthier, take care of yourself. That's thinking for living peacefully. It's about taking action, not sitting around worrying. Now let's talk about resources. Your body, your talents, your skills, your education, your mind. These are all gifts you've been given, and you must use them wisely. Some people think that peace can be found in short-term pleasures, like a nice drink or a fun vacation. And sure, those things can bring temporary peace, but I'm talking about something much deeper. Ultimate peace. The kind of peace that nothing in the world can shake, no matter what happens around you. That, my friends, is the true purpose of life. To find that kind of peace, you must use all your resources, your mind, your body, your skills, in a way that brings lasting tranquility. Not just peace for a day or two, but peace that stays with you no matter what life throws your way. Santa grins and claps his hands together. So what's the takeaway here? Life will always have its challenges, but it's how you think about them that makes all the difference. Will you live for thinking, always worrying about what might happen? Or will you think for living peacefully, using your mind to find solutions and bring calm to your life? The choice is yours, my dear friends. Peace should be your ultimate goal. When you learn to think correctly, when you stop letting worry control your mind, you'll find that peace. And once you have that, nothing in the world can take it away from you.